So anyway, might as well just make sure I got everything here. By that, of course, that means going on my phone, making sure things are working out. Anyway, Twitch is good. So either way, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Because I know I got a tough one ahead of me today. And for challenge mode, I've chosen Fester's Quest for the NES. I'll just get that up now. And this came out in 1989, and Sunsoft made it. So Sunsoft has produced some pretty good games over the years. Or at least in the NES years. Nice motorcycle out there. Good news is, once it does get cold, I am going to remove the air conditioner unit. So at least I will have some, or at least a little bit less interference. Either way, Fester was one of the characters in the Addams Family. Yeah, it was alright. Never really got into it. I mean, I heard the 60s version was better, but I mean, with the Addams Family value, or yeah, like the 90s remake, that actually wasn't that bad. So anyway, let's get to it. So either way, you start off with Fester, and then you got this dinky-ass gun. So we are going to be using the turbo button because reasons. And see, I should explain all this stuff. So what we got there was the gun power-up. The way the gun works is actually pretty lame if you ask me. You can pick up the blue ones to upgrade your gun, and the pink ones actually downgrade your gun. And then what I also picked up was a bulb, and I need that to see in the sewers. And money we can spend on hot dogs to restore our health. And also we get keys to open doors. And see, with a vice grip, what that is, that's something that if you get poisoned, it like cures it, or something like that. And then potions, a full heal, missile is actually a weapon we get later on. And then the noose is to summon Lurch, and that's basically a screen nuke. And then invisible is make sure you can't get hit. And then TNT is I think we just use it to yeah, we're gonna have to blow up walls with it. Let's see, right now the biggest problem with this game is A, just the way the gun works, and also just the way the enemies constantly spawn in. And by the way, there are no checkpoints here, so if you end up dying, you end up getting bumped all the way back to the beginning. And also, common complaint with the gun is that they get some that are just really situational, and then a lot of them just really aren't that useful. And also, you can pick up whip power-ups too. And this is one of the weird ones, as I've said before. It would actually make a lot more sense if you could just pick up different guns and then just use them accordingly. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to farm for items. And that's mostly just because I want to get my gun up to max. And that's really about all I'm doing. Yeah, so this first part's gonna be kind of boring, but unfortunately it is kind of necessary for surviving this game. Yeah, see, that's one of the downgrades you can get. And as for the AVGN review of this game, for the most part he was right. Like the reasons this game is hard are honestly pretty lame if you ask me. Like, you have weapons that are really, really situational and not really all that useful. And then you got, yeah, see, right there, like, it's going right around the target instead of actually hitting it. So that's, pretty messed up if you ask me. So I do want to get the strongest gun immediately. So really all I'm doing is just farming off of these guys. And then also holding down the turbo button because I can. Also, we're not going to get the whip for a while, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Yeah, we just got to go ahead and deal with this stuff for a little bit. Okay, there's this is the final gun. I just had to get one more upgrade to actually make this thing good. Personally, I think there should have been an item shop. The way items work in this game is that you have to go into houses with keys to get them. But fortunately, the game is pretty generous with giving you keys, so you don't really have to worry about that. And now we're just trying to make this happen. Yeah, see, that's one of those downgrades you really don't need. And like I said before, it actually would have been a lot better if they would like let you choose different guns. Because some are actually more useful than others in certain situations, but really the only one actually worth keeping for the whole game is the one I'm trying to get now. And as for this game, Sunsoft actually did have a pretty good track record in the early 90s and early 90s, late 80s. So unfortunately, they did have to throw up one stinker or two, and unfortunately, this was probably it. Also bees, because that's why. Yeah, those things are definitely a pain. Also, the enemies in this game are really, really weird. But then again, at least since there's an alien invasion going on, at least that kind of makes sense. Alrighty, so let's get a key going here. Alrighty, we got some TNT on us. Okay, can I get some there? And then we got some vice grips, so at least eventually there are going to be frogs that can spit poison at us. And then if we get hit by one of those, we do have to use the vice grips. By the way, you only get 2 points of health at the beginning of the game. I think it can go up to 4. Let's open that. Yeah, you have to really, really carefully position yourself just to make sure you're actually getting something done. This is a good place to farm for items, but it's also a really easy way to find a downgrade for a gun. Which is something that really does kill it if you ask me. But then again, there are a lot of things that make this game a lot worse than it could have been. And then the gun downgrade is probably the biggest culprit. Although I think another one could have been if you beat a boss, you can at least start over from where the boss was after you get killed. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen either. Okay, don't want to mess with that. Yeah, the turbo button is pretty much required in this game too. Man, it would have made a lot more sense if you could like pick up a rapid fire power-up. But again, unfortunately, that's not the case either. Let's see which way. Also, what we're doing now is that we're in the sewers and we just gotta move on to different parts. because in the overworld there was let's see, just these giant gaps that we couldn't cross. So this is the way we gotta go about crossing them. And unfortunately, since this game, or it's just so important not to get hit in this game, you are going to see me taking my time here. So unfortunately, this is going to be Dick Tracy all over again, where I'm just crawling through the game trying not to get hit. So that's like, what, the second time I said that so far? Man, not gonna mess with that. Will you stop giving me that stuff? You know, it's kind of hard to collect items when you're putting that in my face. So yeah, unfortunately this is not going all that well. Also, one other lame thing with this game is that like there's some really narrow passages that you have to just like carefully position yourself so that you can, or your shots can actually do anything. Yeah, I think those pink frogs are the ones I gotta watch out for. And of course respawning because reasons. Shit. Yeah, see what I mean by this? I mean, we already gotta spend money on a hot dog. Yeah, so who knew processed meat would actually be good for you in this game? But then again, this was the Addams Family, so kind of are freaks anyway. Nobody knows how their digestive system works. And again, every time I'm on Instagram, they have one of those scare posts that say you want to know what's in a hot dog. Usually I don't care to look into it. It's one of those things I'd rather not know. Although one does have to wonder why they're served so often at baseball stadiums, but yeah, who knows? Probably because they're easy to eat. Or at least easy to make, easy to serve. Yeah, so that's the kind of day I've been having where I go on like a minute tangent about hot dogs for some reason. Anyway, so if you go in these like specialized buildings, you can find these like weird mazes. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so we went in there to get some, let's see, health upgrade. Yeah, that's a word. Also better not to let any enemies hang around. Especially in this game, it's so easy just to get overwhelmed by just a crap ton of enemies that show up. So you kind of don't want to move back because of respawning. Let's see, nothing here. At least we're getting plenty of potions to work with. From what I understand, I think 5 is the max we can get. I kind of wish I had a world map here. But then again, I'm not going to fault them too badly for it being an NES game. I need to get some dogs in me. That's not going to help. Crap, that's not what I wanted to do. Although they're just frogs. You have to wonder like why they take so many damn hits to kill. God damn it, I got this thing in an infinite loop. Yeah, unfortunately there is no spawn spot, so instead of like having a set spot to spawn in, these guys just show up wherever the hell they want. Or wherever the hell they feel like. Although I think it actually is in their better interest to leave some power-ups on the field just so these guys don't respawn all the time. So let's see, I think I gotta make my way down here. So unfortunately I had to make a pretty tedious trip to or through there just to find another hot dog. Yep, there's the poison spit. Hey Eliza, alright, good to see you. Yeah, this is definitely one of the harder games. I think when I was a kid just renting games from Blockbuster, this was probably the hardest game I rented. And we never got anywhere. But since it is Halloween, I decided to go with this game for some reason. Also, these guys just better to let that go. And you again. This game definitely does have a lot more problems that make this game a lot harder than it should be. I think one of them is just let's see, is there a downgrade here? Okay, good. And then one of them is your gun getting stuck. Up here. That's better. I'm going the right way. Of course, that's another thing. And I don't know where you're going until it's too late. Might be going the wrong way here. I don't like having you guys around. Let's see here. And nothing. And I think we got our first encounter with our first boss. Yeah, it's really about just step in a void. And then this little exploit you can use is that you can get at the bottom of the screen, then he can't get you. Of course, all the bosses in this game are really weird just because aliens. Just gotta get myself some more space here. Although the good news is at least they do refill your health after each boss fight. Of course you have to win first, that's the hard part. Alrighty, so that's one down. And after you do beat a boss, you do end up getting a clue for where the UFO is. Even though it's just a picture of a UFO, so it's not like it really does much. But then again, I'm talking about logic in this game. Let's see, I think this part kind of starts getting annoying. Of course, I don't have a whip now, so not like that matters. Unfortunately, this means also a lot more standing around and shooting. That's because downgrading your gun is just such a detriment here. Yeah, and also at the beginning of the stream, I intentionally grinded up to get the best gun. But I really do not feel like screwing with it now. Just die already. Okay, well, that was kind of unnecessarily complicated. And now we wait. What's that? Although I don't really know if I want to do anything for Halloween. That's because I kind of just stopped being worth it after a while. But then again, I had a phys test to study for on Tuesday, so didn't really feel go out at all that day. Or that Saturday didn't go out. And then again, that test was about 20% of our grade, so kind of necessary. Let's see, where am I now? A real erratic pattern you got going. We got stoplights here. I didn't know that was going to be relevant in this game. That is why we had the button. Yeah, that's why we got that turbo button pressed the whole way. Fucking seriously. Yeah, this is unfortunately something we chose to that unfortunately comes with the game. Crap. That's the part where we gotta start running away from stuff now. Nice plug, by the way. Let's see, where are we? So I actually feel like I'm making decent progress here. And then I'm probably gonna die and ruin all that progress at some point. Oh, what the? But then unfortunately is kind of the way this game goes. They even say in the commercial, one mistake and it's pegged at the beginning. So, kinda knew what they were talking about. I gotta figure out where the hell to go here. Let's see, is this where we, I guess not. Okay, you are not gonna take me by surprise this time. Okay, now I kinda am confused. That unfortunately was not what I was looking for. Does not go there. So now I just gotta figure out where to go. Oh, because unfortunately that's always fun. I got off here, so yeah, just go. I gotta just see if there's anything here. Oh, what the hell? Okay, well that did not go the way I wanted it to. So whoever had 20 minutes in before the first death, congratulations, you win the pool. But fortunately they let us continue. At least we get to keep all the items after we die, otherwise that would really suck. Yeah, so unfortunately we gotta do some more of this. Although at least the good news is we don't have to fight the bosses again. Then again, I probably shouldn't be shooting at that spider. I think that's what got me. See if there's anything over here. Oh, there's a gun downgrade. That's always fun. Okay, you go ahead, stick your tongue out. Don't know where the hell you came from, but okay. Then again, I think this game is programmed so that enemies are supposed to spawn in from the bottom, even if there are trees for some reason. I am wondering if I can go back and get the stuff. So let's see, this place had TNT as well as vice grips. So I think that is going to be pretty helpful. Fortunately, we got Pugsley's help to, okay, well, it turns out you can't go more than 30. So much for that. So either way, while we're doing this, might as well come up with some stuff to talk about, because this is going to be happening quite a few times, and that is going to be, well, I guess favorite monster movies, we can go with that, because although like the reviewers are just reviewing all this stuff, I also did watch the, pretty interesting, like Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark retrospective. Although I forgot how good a show Are You Afraid of the Dark was in the 90s. So it definitely did get a lot of things right. So I think for me, I'm kind of more into like the psychological horror, or like any paranormal stuff, like with ghosts. Except all the movies with ghosts now are just jump scare fests. So that kind of makes that unfortunate. Because, I mean, fortunately, they stopped making the Paranormal Activity series. I think the first one was a nice concept, but it just got a lot more boring and a lot more jump scary after that. And then we just gotta wait for this one. So I think what was the last real good horror movie I saw was probably, yeah, you know what, we can count Slasher too. So I think the last real good scary movie I saw was probably The Conjuring. And then, like a few years ago, I just watched a bunch of terrible ones that were on Netflix. That's because I was looking for something to do, I guess. I don't know, there is something about bad horror movies too that, just clicks with me for some reason. Let's see if there's anything down there. Crap. Okay, we're good. Although, I guess the poison spit actually doesn't hurt you, I guess, yeah, okay, sneaky guy. But either way, I guess the poison doesn't hurt you directly, I guess it just slows you down. There should be potions. And then, unfortunately, we gotta wait. Well, I am gonna have to agree with you on a Halloween one. Although I kind of forgot about 4 and 5. I mean, I can agree with like the old school ones like The Thing and Frankenstein and Wolfman, those kind of ones. So I think, as far as my favorite zombie movies goes, I think the original Night of the Living Dead still actually holds up pretty well. Like, yeah, it's in black and white, but you can look past it. At least the writing's actually good, the pacing's actually good. There are a lot of bad ones that came out too. But then again, I think World War Z was a really good one. and go. Because I forgot where to go in this part too. You go get out of here. Let's see, Against the Dark. Sounds like something I could check out. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't really as much of a fan of vampire movies. I don't know, I kinda like Nosferatu, I kinda like, it's another good one. Well, I mean the Francis Ford Coppola Dracula. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get these guys out of here. Okay, good. Although, speaking of which, I actually did enjoy Vampire's Kiss, watched that for the first time. And of course, everybody remembers that for Nicolas Cage's Nicolas Caginess. But it actually is a decent movie for the 80s. Let's just go ahead and get out of here. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait this one out. Although Saturday they actually are making us dress up for this place I volunteer at. So I gotta figure out what to do about that. Probably just gonna go that cheap route and maybe get like a Jason mask or something. I mean, I just really don't feel like putting that much work into Halloween now. Although I think for my last real one I might want to try Proto Man, just to see how that works. So I think my best and worst one was a Scarecrow with the like the Batman Begins version. Like people actually did some people liked it and some people were just too freaked out by it. So I mean that's some hits and a lot of misses. We gotta just get out and the other way. This time must not pick a fight with that spider. I think that's a wise idea. I think what was the last one I actually tried? That was supposed to be Jigen from the Lupin series a couple years ago. I think that was the last one I actually tried in. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that. Nah, crap, they're just gonna keep spawning in, aren't they? Crap. Yeah, I've had enough of you guys. I'm supposed to go up and to the right, but I'm just trying to find this hot dog stand. That was totally not worth it. They're just gonna keep spawning in, aren't they? You just advance a little bit and then just go up. Although there should be some decent... Oh, damn it. Should be some decent costumes. Unfortunately, I gotta farm now. Didn't even see that thing. Leave that one. Unfortunately, this is where the stream can kind of come to a standstill. That's because stuff like this happens. Oh, damn it, didn't want to do that. At least nobody else is spawning in. Giving me all this shit about gun downgrades, you could at least give me one upgrade here. This is unfortunately a game where running away is kind of necessary. That's some of the shit that happens. That's really a lot. There we are. Of course, I gotta spend more money at the hot dog place. Well, now I do. This time we're not gonna get that one. I would bet. I think the last game I saw like that was Plants vs. Zombies, but that is actually a decent game. This because it really comes from just knowing the enemies and then knowing what traps to set. I just gotta make my way back up here. And then let's just go ahead and get going. That is true, this game does have a really good soundtrack. Actually, I really do like the boss theme. Let's just wait for that one. And we're just gonna let you go. shortcuts show up in my line of fire? Okay, I guess not. Alrighty, what do we got here? And now we got snails to deal with. Definitely more standing around, just having to deal with all this stuff. Let's just wait for that one. Wondering where the hell those enemies were coming from. Yes, this is very riveting gameplay, but unfortunately it is kind of necessary. Okay, that could be a little bit ominous towards the future. I think this is where we get the missiles too. Nope, we got the whip. Shows what I know. And the good thing about the whip is you actually can select it. I mean, I don't know if you were here for this part, but one of the things I suggested was that they could like give you an option of which gun to use instead of like involuntarily downgrading a gun. Well, that was just some idea I came up with. But yeah, I think maybe fewer guns actually would have made things a little bit better too. Yeah, this could suck. Okay, so I can't whip that thing. And now that guy's gonna respawn. So I think we gotta set a trap for him. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm not messing with it. Oh, now where are we? And some more of this. Kinda want to save my potions for the bosses though, that's one problem I'm running into. Of course, now I'd take that chance, can't I? God, gun downgrade and a whip upgrade. Although unfortunately we just gotta wander around here for a bit. Especially you got all these damn downgrades are showing up. Although if ever there was some to patch, I would say like just get rid of downgrades completely. Or at least make the odds of them dropping really, really low. That's something I would look into. There, where are you coming from? I'm like getting antsy here since I'm down to 1 hit point. I think I might be up to a boss. And unfortunately, that means I gotta use one of these. Oh, whoops. Unfortunately, there is nothing here to chase us. So at least we got that going for us. Although it can be kind of disorienting. I think that's the way we came in. So I forgot what that one really old game was where that could happen. Like you were supposed to run from a dinosaur or something. Yeah, because here I'm just trying to find if there are any other health upgrades. But I don't think there are here. And then this is where the disorienting part shows up. Damn it, wrong way. Okay, I think we got it. Whip it. Yeah, I think we just got this is the whip duel. Pressing the wrong button. I'm wondering which one hits harder. I mean, I would assume since the whip is a melee weapon, I would assume it hits harder. But does it hit harder more than a fully powered up gun? Yeah, this is kind of what it's going to have to come down to. At least we got some good boss music to jam out to. Although I would still probably take Batman's boss music over this. I don't want to back him up too much. Yeah, somebody actually did make a pretty decent metal cover of this theme. Crap, missed him. How many hits is this guy gonna take? Also, I do have a level 1 whip, so that definitely does make it a lot harder. Also, looking up strategies, I think this might be the best way to go. hopefully a little bit more to go. Keyword here being hopefully. They also do get invincibility frames, which is one reason I've been having so much trouble with a gun. At least we kind of got the pattern down. Well, not really, kind of. Make sure we can handle this. Okay, good, beat him. Pretty intense, wasn't it? So let's see, where were we? We're about 57 minutes here. It's already 10:20. Yeah, I think with that said, this might be a decent place to call it a stream so far. So yeah, I think on that note, I think I'm gonna call it a stream here. So thank you guys for watching, commenting, and I should be back with some more Final Fantasy 3 tomorrow. Although I think that series is definitely starting to pick up, so I mean, hopefully that'll be a fun one for you guys. Let's see, I'll probably pick this up again next Wednesday. Of course, I just realized I'm playing at Adam's Family game, and then there's Wednesday, and I'm playing it on Wednesday. Yeah, that's kind of where my brain is right now. Anyway, with that said, I'll see you guys later. I'll just put that there. That's just basically picking up where I'm leaving off. Anyway, I'll see you guys.